There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Player Hater Gaming, where I know what I'm doing. My name is Brandon, and I am your host and game master tonight. Thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I know the ads. We're sorry. Unfortunately, we do not have control of some ads, and we do our best to make sure that we try to pre-roll them at the beginning of the stream and on break to hopefully make them not so bad. But that's all we can do. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I wish I could change it. But Twitch says you must run these, and it is unfortunately beyond my power. But anyways, thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. And we are going to be having a lot of fun tonight. As you notice, one of our players is not here. She's out for a bit of training for a new job she has. So yay to new job. But boo to training during game night. But it's okay. We're going to move on and have some fun plot points while she is out getting her training done. But before we get into those plot points in our fantastic story, let's talk about a couple of things real quick, some announcements. If not doing so already, please feel free to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We have our YouTube as well. We have been kind of backpiling a couple of content before we launch it out there with, as you all know, if you're keeping up to date with your, how do I say this without hitting things too on the head? The powers that be are overlooking our social media platforms, and we are just kind of testing the waters to see if it's still a good choice to make content on certain places to see if they're still in existence next week or next month. You know what I'm talking about? Then you know. If you don't, Google it. That's all I want to say on it. Until then, we thank you for your patience as we wait for those decisions to be made. But you can always catch us here Wednesday nights and Sundays for live content on Twitch. Also, not regulated by this is our Discords, which we do have two. One of them, our main Discord for Player Hater Gaming, where we just kind of talk about life, share memes, and have fun in general. But there is another one, where if you need to scratch that D&D itch via text, how would you describe that, David? A text-based tabletop game? That'd be the best way to put it?
It is pretty much that. It would be our wonderful Ashirma server, where if you are new to the game or have played and want to play some more, want to get into the world of our first campaign of our Sunday games, that would be the way to go. Maybe you could get into one of my games that I'll probably be running tomorrow night, if anything. Which, if anybody from that server actually hears this, yes, the notification will go out at the end of stream tonight. So have fun with that one, and I promise I will not torment you too much. That is a blatant lie. We all know this. But
our legal team has advised me to ensure that everything you speak is hearsay and or unconfirmed until further notice.
So yeah, so if you're looking to enjoy and have fun, by all means, please join us, and the link would be in chat.
Okay. And what about learning D&D? Could we learn D&D in that server?
Yes, we can. Definitely. We will teach you how to understand the concept of scores, what abilities you could use, how to use the Avery bots. And also, if you are looking to become a DM, we are willing to teach you how to do that as well. So there's many avenues to learn, to grow, and to have fun.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. You know, just a quick touch point here to my players open. All of you have sat in a DM chair. Is that correct?
That depends. Are we considering sitting in there and causing mental abuse? Yes.
Have you run a game? Is the way to put it, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. And Nyx, I believe you have two, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what? Just real quick here, because now I'm just interested. What did it take for you guys to leap into the chair?
Lack of DMs.
Okay, lack of DMs. It's a good one.
Yeah.
David?
I was begged and prodded and poked until I said, fine, I will run one game, and then after that, and the mental anguish, everybody said, can you run me another one, but please don't do that again. And yet they keep coming back afterwards. So I don't know if that means that they're gluttons for punishments or.
I'd like to say maybe just really good at it.
Hey.
Rod?
I kept getting told I'd make a great DM, and I finally caved. And you were one of my first players in my first campaign, so tell me how it went.
That's amazing. I'm glad I got to experience that. It was a lot of fun. And speaking of that, could we potentially maybe hear a campaign of yours somewhere, Rod?
Well, yes. If you want to, you can go to our Patreon and pay for the $1 tier for an audio version of my Tuesday table. It is a lot of fun, a lot of chaos, dark story, as well as a lot of trauma.
Thank you very much. Aside from that, you can also catch a lot of great things on our Patreon. Please feel free to skip over there and check it out. And with all of that, I think we're ready to dig into tonight's episode, unless there's anything else. Anybody?
Nope, I wanted to jump back into it.
Okay, let's get it. Let me get a drink of water real quick, because I know I'm going to be talking for a hot minute. Okay. As we come into tonight's episode, over the past few sessions, we have watched and listened along as these 4 adventurers have come together as a singular group, perhaps through circumstance or just through the tasks requested of them. They were able to at least give the image of being under a single banner as a crew of Drakics, making their way on board the Chaser of Constellations. They were able to quickly identify themselves as a decently competent crew, some of them taking positions with their perceptive skills, some of them using their medical skills to their advantage, and of course the skyship sailing experience of Drakics. The 4 of you were able to convince the crew that you were not just a bunch of ragtag people sent here on a hunch to do some investigation. Over the last, let's say, probably been 10 days now, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah.
I believe so.
So over the last 10 days, 2 full weeks, the 4 of you have poked and prodded around. You have made a name for some of yourselves. You relieved some stress in the fighting pit on the top deck. Some of you helped take care of some patients as well. Some of you just made sure
Scared the shit out of them.
or scare the shit out of them. Who knows? Oh, tomato. You may name for yourself. Who cares? But then most recently, one of you did have a couple of visions. And as you were led into this place you all have simply referred to as the dreamscape, you realized that one of your allies was not returning. Her form, her physical body seemingly fine, unharmed, untouched, just still slumbering with a low breath and lower heartbeat. Attempting to try to regain whatever she lost in that place, the 3 of you did delve back into the dreamscape. You were able to find what you believe to be her consciousness, her soul, whatever it is that makes her her. You did find it in a strange and familiar place filled with rocks that seem to be made of pure concentrated constellations and cloudy backdrop purple within them. After unsuccessfully breaking her out of whatever cage held her, the 3 of you found yourselves in a darkened expanse somewhere within the stonework. As we come into tonight's episode, I will say that, let me see here, looking at this at a quick glance.
We all know I don't notice anything.
No, I'm just
Well,
looking
my
at a
plot
couple of
tags
things here.
everywhere.
Doctor, you would be, to your knowledge, the first to come into some semblance of consciousness as you float aimlessly amongst this incredible, almost endless, just space. surrounded not by darkness that originally took you, but instead seemingly somewhere within the stonework. But that's impossible because it's the size of this place you are in is miles upon miles before you're not sure if the space just ends or if your sight cannot keep up with how far and wide this ever lightly illuminated space is, with far off speckles of starlight, constellations connected by whether arcane or natural lines, and this just kind of constant purple haze about you.
You said I'm floating.
But you are floating. There seems to be no sense of gravity here.
Can I maneuver? Like, try to pick a direction up or down?
Yes. Trying to remember I think it's with your. You notice you're able to move your body, but it's definitely moving faster than if you were just walking. But you do get the sense you're moving, as there are just various little like particles of debris around you. Just plain bland rock or thicker patches of this purple fog.
Can I try prestidigitation to remove those from me? Like, get the patches of fog off of me, or at least further from me?
They're not on you. They're just you pass by them.
Okay. Can I try to ascertain where I think I might be?
Yeah. Make an intelligence check.
Intelligence. First roll of the night.
Actually, this will be a twofold. Make an intelligence and wisdom.
And wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, well, the intelligence is a 20.
Mm-hmm.
The wisdom is a 9.
Okay. Through your learned knowledge, things you've read, things you've seen firsthand over the last hours, days, you know you're still dreaming. Like, you still have that level of logic to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it feels to be dreaming in this moment. But your sense of direction and trying to ascertain exactly where you are, it's unsettling to try and grasp that concept. As you, again, are just, it's just everywhere you look, there is no signs of life outside of the lights that are far beyond your reach.
And I am by myself, from what I can tell.
From what you can see, yes.
Can I try to will myself be with my party?
You can. Roll a D100.
Okay.
What do you do to assist you in this?
Ooh. I focus on my magic weapon enchantment on Drax's sword.
Is that a concentration spell?
It is the concentration, but not for me because racial stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's still going on him.
Okay.
So it lasts for 1 hour. So I'll probably be focusing on that potential connection that might be there, or at least I can sense where it might be.
Okay.
That is a 55.
55. Drakix.
Yep.
As you come into consciousness, and for the sake of time and brevity, the same exact place the doctor finds himself, but just you are also alone.
First things first is he's going to look around. You said that these things look like constellations, right?
Yes.
Can he? He's going to take a look to see if there's any that kind of call out to him, like as if it's resembling something important in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oh, great. Oh, okay. So pretty much a flat. D20. Got it. Yeah. Okay. I definitely need to fix this back at some point. That is a nat 20?
Oh shit. If you're looking around and you're trying to figure out where you may be, you have no idea. You start looking at constellations, you realize that some of them do look familiar, but they're backwards, as if you're looking at a reflection of them, or if you were to see them through a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And as you try and look at this and focus on it, you realize that something in the constellations begins to shine brighter. Where there were once no lines connecting this certain cluster, it begins to make 1 point, 2, 3, 4 points, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points altogether. And you're watching as lines begin to connect them. And as you're looking, it looks like almost like a triangle that someone turned on its side. And then you notice above it is this long line. Then slightly above that is a little bit of a smaller line. You're staring at it and staring. And you're unsure why, but you look and you're like, that looks like a profile of the doctor. Just the way the mask from like a side profile looks, the wide brimmed hat. And as you're looking at this with your natural 20 and the role of the doctor, the two of you, without even realizing it, you bump backs like boop.
He's gonna immediately grab for him, like when he feels him bump into him. One, as a reaction, and two, his hand's gonna go towards the face to feel if it's anybody that he recognizes. So the moment that he feels the mask, he's like, all the doc would hear is, "Oh, it's you. All right, I don't need to punch you now. Okay, got it."
Good to see you too.
And then he's just gonna mention like what he noticed, and at that point, if it is constellations referring to them, he's gonna look for one that kind of reminds him of red.
Any bird-like or phoenix-like constellations that we can see?
As you are looking around trying to figure this out, Red, you find yourself coming into consciousness in a very familiar space that I have described before. Alone, just floating around.
Uh, she's going to take a minute to get her bearings. And is there a door anywhere around?
Look around, there is no door. There is
No door.
like a consistent purple fog or a haze, some
Yep.
various chunks of debris, and far off in the far, far reaches of your vision, just various speckles of starlight and some constellations.
Okay. Let's. And no sign of anybody else. And really, the only way she can get towards anyone else is to try and will herself there. So that's what she's gonna do.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Okie doke. 75.
75?
Yeah.
Okay. As you focus on this, you just feel this pull within you, and your entire body is surrounded in flame. It doesn't hurt, it's not hot, it's just present. And as you're kind of looking down at your hands, trying to figure out what's going on, you notice out of the peripheral of each side of your head, you watch as 20, 30, 40, 50 feet to each side of you, the flames reach into these gigantic wings, still made entirely of flames, but their shape and their density, they have texture. It's odd. It actually looks like feathers. And you feel the wings go back and then give a single hard flap before your body is just moved with incredible force. You're unsure. You would almost be uncertain if you were moving or not because everything just looks the same. The only reason you know you're moving is because there's just random bits of debris that is flying past you. Dracix and Doctors, the two of you are kind of realizing that, okay, we found each other. We're okay. Where is Rhett? And as you get about that thought process, and Dracix, as you're looking at the doctor, just over his shoulder, you see this little speck of red light moving towards the two of you at a rapid pace.
Listen, the first thing he sees is the moment that he sees like a red light anywhere, he's like, "Oh, that's where she is." Grabbing the back of the doctor's jacket, and just once again, because he just doesn't realize like how this place works, he's just like, "I'm going towards it."
You begin to move, and Doctor, you notice right away that you're not moving as fast as you could on your own.
I start moving my own.
He's probably, in all honesty, he's just like, blah, 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 dragging him along. And all of a sudden, it's like, wait, why the hell's my arm moving faster? Okay, whatever, let him go.
After a few quick moments, Red, you see your teammates off in the distance. Do you try to pull back on whatever force is propelling you, or do you just let it go?
If she sees them in the distance, she will pull back slightly.
You'll pull back slightly?
Yeah. Trying to like angle herself to where she'll land near them.
Okay. Give me a charisma check.
Oh, okie dokie.
You should be good with those.
Oh, should be and are two different things. Let me let me put a help dice on that. Cool, that's an 11. All right.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. You try to hone in on whatever this strength is that has coursed through you, and you try to wrestle it down, and even beginning to comprehend how you do that becomes just sheer panic as you realize you can't. Whatever it is a raw cosmic force that is propelling you forward, and you're heading straight at your allies. Dracus and Doctor, need you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
Great.
Yay. Yay. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, not bad for me, actually.
I'm going to add a help die so I don't turn into barbecue. All right, that's a 10.
Okay.
14 for the doctor.
Okay. Red, do me a favor, roll 3d6.
Oh, goody. 3d6. Let's go.
I hope you max out.
Shush. I almost did. 15.
15?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Two of you take 15 points of fire damage as she is not able to control this form until she is directly on top of the two of you. And as it does disperse, it just goes outward in an horrific fireball-like effect.
Oh, God.
So, question. I know this is like a dex save and all that, but can I use shield to reduce that damage?
No, sorry.
Oh, no.
Doc's at 3 HP, guys.
Listen, all that would see is just like, Jack just goes, why is that? And he just like tries to push the dock out of the way.
I'm
And
immediately
yeah.
tossing a cure wounds on myself.
Are
Ow.
you casting Cure Wounds on yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm using my feet to do so.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see. I have important question actually. Do we regain our spells and my lay on hands when we come back into the dream world? Just to
No, we're still going to go based off of, at this point, it's going to be mostly based off of the truest completion of a long rest.
okay,
So
got it.
you are still technically in the midst of that long rest. While you are not active physically, you are active in some sense.
I just figured I'd ask just for clarification's sake.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna give myself my last two from my lay on hands pool. So I'm at 13, guys. Yay!
Hey, me too.
Okay.
High five.
But Reg, you are able to finally stop yourself, as you see your two allies are rather charred.
Jack probably looks like barbecue, and he's just like patting the flames off of him.
I just
He's just
like
like,
the visual idea of we both get charged, both like sit next to her. We look at each other, we both just slap our chest to heal ourselves.
yeah, pretty much. It's just like, punk.
A question: is she in people form or
You are
bird
in
form?
people form.
Okay. You know, aren't you supposed to be a dragonborn? Shouldn't you be like immune to that or something? Dragon,
I am.
fire.
Wrong type of dragon.
Well,
As a bird person, you'd think you learn how to land a little bit better.
have you
Yeah.
seen me fly
Yes, I have
outside of
felt you
dreams?
fly. Actually.
In all honesty,
Outside of dreams.
with her fiery personality, I figured that she already knows how to deal with fire and not burn up. Clearly, I was mistaken on that one.
I'd be careful if I were you.
I tried to be. Look at me.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
He just like looks at her, kind of like squints his eyes a little bit. I will dunk you in something at some point, somewhere.
You will be going with me.
I don't care. I will dunk you at some point, somewhere.
She casts a mage hand and pinches his nose.
He just like scrunches his snout. He's just like. Mm.
Just out of habit, doctors clean the char off and soot off of him with prestidigitation.
Okay.
Are you quite finished whining and complaining?
He just rolls his eyes completely. He goes, well, first of all, I found him by the constellation of his outline mask. That was weird. But it was backwards. Anyway, you, because you're bright, and I don't know any of the rules for this place except for that part. So, yeah, I'm... And he just shrugs right after that.
Well, we are still asleep, so I imagine the rules are the same regardless. Though, to be fair, we don't know the full extent of these rules yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the best thing I can come up with is to try and open a door.
Right.
And I guess the doctor will try and manifest a door.
Okay. This, we're going to take it to a... trying to think here. because you're imposing your will over this place. That'd be wisdom. Give me a wisdom check.
Check. Okay.
Okay.
That is a natural 20 for 23.
Ooh. Okay. Both of you read in Drakek's watch as the doctor just kind of turns away from the two of you, and you watch his hands kind of outstretch. And he takes his index finger and his thumb, and he pushes all four of those digits together, and then slowly pulls them apart. And as he does so, about 10 feet in front of him, this bright, brimming, and I meant to write it down, and I apologize, Rod. What was the arcane colors of your doctor again?
Like a poison toxic green and crimson blood red.
I thought I had the green right, but I didn't. Forgot about the red. So the
Because
two of you
mixed
watch
blood.
as this bright green light begins to just carve itself into a space about 10 feet from the doctor. So thick with just sheer arcane potential. It's actually dripping light itself. It's bizarre to say the least. But you watch as he pulls his arms apart and makes about a line that's about 10 feet across. Then he brings his hands down and makes two lines almost like a door frame, about 15 feet tall. And then he pulls his two fingers back together where his hands meet again. And as the two of them meet, the doorway is complete. And you watch as through the doorway, what was just the terrain and the scenery behind it. Where do you want to go, Doctor?
Well, I mean, the whole purpose of us being here was to try to free Eva, and that's really the only plan we kind of have right now is try to free Eva, or at least weaken her, whatever's imprisoning her. So,
Okay. Natural 20, you are able to do so. You are able to see the room the three of you were just in.
well,
As you look into the doorway, you notice that the figures that had been on the ground surrounding it have since stood. You can see they all have their singular hand, their right hand raised and extended, fingers open and spread wide. And from each of their palms, you can see, and you can just see this from your doorway's far enough back in that room, that spherical shape. You can see this. Each of their palms extends one of those bright white chains all the way up to the glass coffin-like structure that currently holds the perceived consciousness of Eva.
are these like living individuals, or are these statues?
From what you're looking at now, they appear to be statues. They have no... They're wearing robes and clothing, obviously, but it's all made of this kind of this slate gray hue, which appears to be stone or marble.
I'm just gonna look at the two of them, and well, I think that's what we need to break. And Doc's gonna walk through the door, simultaneously casting a spell.
You casting.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb with acidic damage.
Okay, and what are you targeting?
Level 2. I'm targeting the chain, one of the statues wielding the chain.
Okay. As you come through the doorway, do you go through the middle of it, or how do you go through the doorway?
I'd probably be going on the left side.
Okay. As you move through the doorway, gravity reasserts itself over your body. Would you have had the wherewithal to know to enter close to the ground?
I imagine the doctor would with a 20 intelligence, but that's up to you if you need me to roll for that.
You're the player. Given the scene described to you in his mental state.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think he wouldn't float up high in door frame. That would make sense to him.
Okay, so you pass through. We'll say you're just a few feet off the ground, so you do fall a bit. I'm not going to make you make a check or anything, but it's just thematically, you're like, oh yeah, gravity, and you drop like 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
You catch yourself. It's 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
You don't lose the spell.
Okay. This is a level 2 casting, so.
Okay, roll to hit. Track X-ray, what is he doing?
Drac is going to put his shield on his back and take out his great axe.
Okay.
And I gotta remember, did I use my wings the last?
You did.
I did use my wings. Yeah, I forget as much.
Yeah, you tried to fly out to jump, but you're chained.
Yes. How far away would the closest statue be?
The doorway was made at the farthest, like literally in the wall of the sphere.
Yeah.
So I think I described the sphere as 60 feet end to end. So to get to the middle would be 30 feet. So to get to a statue, it would be about 20, 25 feet. Because they're not perfectly in the middle. They are making a ring. So I'd say they're about 20 feet away.
Okay. So if that's the case, then he's going to go down to ground level.
Okay.
Kind of realizing, like, as he was about to move, he saw Doc kind of, like, drop to, like, 1.5 feet. He was like, oh, if I go too high, I'm going to fall flat on my ass. Got it. And he's just going to run through. He's going to go to about that 30-foot range.
Okay.
And he's going to stop there for the time being because, one, he's out of spells, and two, well, he's going to take one of his javelins and just chuck it at one of these guys.
Okay. I mean, you can make the distance.
Yeah. Especially at the 30 mark, then yeah, he'll definitely have enough space for that. So let's see what happens with that one. That's a 10.
Which roll for your to hit, Doctor?
22.
22. Okay. Roll your damage.
That is 21 acid damage.
Okay. Was that Jagex?
Does a 10 hit them?
10? What are you targeting?
He would have been targeting because these things have like an arm raised up, right?
Yes.
He'd be aiming at the shoulder of that raised arm to try to either crack through it or at least deal a little bit of damage to try to weaken it physically.
Okay. And was this with you? Did you go with your great axe or the javelin?
This would be the javelin because that's a 10-foot. That's a 30-foot range.
Okay.
Great axe is when I'm in 5 feet of them.
Right. I'm telling you, you can make the movement to get to them.
Oh, never mind that.
From where you're at when you come through the doorway, you have 20 feet to get to the first one.
Oh, that's what okay, got it. Then yeah, no, never mind. It would definitely be with the great axe.
Okay.
Should I re-roll that even though it's the same modifier?
Reroll your damage.
Reroll damage, got it.
Okay. Doctor, I'll get back to you in a minute. Red?
Mm-hmm. That is 13 damage. Sorry. Why does that say? 13 damage.
Okay. You just put that in the tabletop chat for me? So I can just refer to it.
There's no obstruction to her flinging fire at these things, right?
Once you get to the doorway, no.
Okay, she's gonna go through the doorway then.
Okay.
And how far apart are the statues?
Let's say they are, to get the number needed, probably anywhere from like 5 to 7 feet apart.
If she has a 15-foot cone, can she catch them all?
How far does it go?
It's 15 feet.
You would not be able to get to the other side of them. You could probably catch 3 of them at most.
Okay. So she is going to hold her hands in front of her, palms out, um, her thumbs touching, and her fingers kind of spread.
Okay.
Um, and fire is going to come from her fingertips
Just burning
and
hands.
envelop. Yeah, it's burning hands.
Of
Yes,
course.
I'm trying to be fancy with it.
No, you're fantastic. I love it. I'm just glad I could catch it. I'm just glad I could catch it because I was like, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah.
Everyone here is welcome to be fancy and thematic with their spellcasting. Please do it.
Actually, this is the
Listen,
first
I am
time
out
I
of
doing-
spell,
encourage
so
you.
I can't do that.
Yeah, this is the first time Doc's casting chromatic orb in front of everybody. Actually,
Nice.
Okay, it's a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yeah, 10, yeah.
Yeah, they can't pass. Roll your damage.
Yeah, they're statues.
I will
That's-
resolve all of this at once because all see it is all happening at once.
okay, it's
Mhm.
crappy damage. It's 7 damage apiece.
7 per.
Yeah,
And you hit 3 of them.
yeah.
So that would be 21.
so let's get a little fancy with the doctor in his chromatic orb.
Do it. What do you got?
He's going to take the diamond he has in his component pouch.
Okay.
He's going to take it and begin chanting the words for the spell, and the gem's going to float up from his hand and start spinning. And he's going to grab his syringe and then jab his syringe to the gem and inject his blood into it, which will then mix with the arcane magics infused in it, and then spit the orb of acidic damage to the statues.
Okay. So you watch as throughout this scenario, Doctor, you push the needle into your components and you will your spellcraft upon it, bringing into this realm a probably grapefruit sized, just this acidic, poison green looking sphere.
Mhm.
And you hurl it, and you were going for a chain or a statue or the glass
I
coffin.
was going for a statue holding a chain from
Okay.
because I'm 90 feet to work with. Let's go for the furthest one out.
So you launch for one of those. As that is moving through, Drakex, you run up and you almost like keep pace with this sphere as it's flying past your head. And you move a little bit to the right, just a bit, as you swing your axe and you connect to one of the statues. Just as Red, you look at it, you kind of shift to the left, spreading your fingers to join your thumbs, and you release this arcane expression. All of you watch as these 2 spells and this singular physical attack assail these statues. I need everyone to make me a perception check.
Oh, jeez.
Yay, let's see if I can get another. Listen, you obnoxious piece of bull crap.
That's a whole 10 from me.
Okay.
That's a whopping
I'm going to
4.
have a help die on this.
Okay.
Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc. We need you for this one.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
Okay.
You know what, Red, do another one. Add your help die. Add your help die. You have a 4. Come on, you have a 10.
Fine, I can do that. I suppose.
Get that 14. Get it.
I got an 11. Woo!
Very well. All of you watch, and all of you see this quick, ghostly greenish tint quickly flash over these points of impact. As the spells and your attack, your axe actually stops about an inch before it makes contact, and it is just held there. As you continue your spell, Red, and Doctor, as you see the quick impact of yours, you notice that the energy is ripped apart at its core.
Of our spells?
Your spells.
Okay.
But Doctor, what you notice is in the green, like, protective sheen that covered the statue, you watch as this almost elongated and stretched ghostly face in horrific pain, just passes over it, and you watch as that energy is gently dispersed.
Okay, I know what's happening then. I think the doctor could also infer this information given the last session's information drop. Well, it would seem the souls of the elves are being used as shields for these statues.
Lovely.
Drac is softly cursing in Draconic.
Can I walk up to one of these statues?
Sure.
I'm going to look to the group. If you guys give me 11 minutes, I can try to figure out a way to around this.
Sure.
I'm going to start ritual cast identify.
Okay.
Drac is just going to sit on the floor. You know what? Actually, Drac, as he sits there for a moment and takes a deep breath in, he's going to use Divine Sense.
Okay. Where's that tune you into? Celestial, Fae, Fiend, Undead?
Celestial, Fiend, Undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover, and if anything is affected by the Hallows.
For you, I would say you think you focus in on something, but just as you try to confirm this feeling, it just dissipates.
Did he have for a moment, a general idea of where that feeling came from?
It
Not
seemed
the
to
exact.
be
I know.
surrounding you in the entirety of how far out you can extend your consciousness to that spell, which is 60 feet.
That is within 60 feet, yes.
Okay.
He's going to get up and he's going to go to the wall because the room is 60 feet wall to wall, right?
That is correct.
So when he gets to about 5 feet of the wall, he's going to look for a moment, close his eyes, and he's going to do it again. And try to really focus on the sensation that he felt in order to kind of like at least pinpoint if there's a commonality between whatever it is that he felt and what the doctor is trying to do right now.
Okay. As you reach out with that again, it's almost the same effect. Like you're trying to. There's a term accepted on the cloud ocean, especially amongst sailors, called catching the clouds. And it was normally used when you were just having a bad day at fishing or trying to chase somebody who was just too fast. It's like trying to catch clouds. You could see it, you could almost feel it, but if you grab too hard, too fast, it just dissipates.
Okay. Is the sensation good or evil, by the way? Because that's part of the sense itself. It says you can detect good and evil.
It's difficult to put that into words because it's based upon the morality of what's happening. I would say for your character, in particularly, it's like bad adjacent.
Got it. Okay.
Almost like
so
necessary bad. Give me an insight check. See if I can give you some more.
Okay, let's see if the I highly doubt you're going to give me any more. That's a 3.
No, that's it. It's like this feels evil, but mixed, blended. It's just there.
He's gonna go back over to Red and just stand next to her, but kind of keep an eye out around them. So there's something about this place which is odd. It's almost like we are contained within something that is considering to be a necessary evil. As if this is all part of a bigger picture.
Okay. Any clue as to who put this here?
None that I can sense. But the glimpses that I've gotten so far, I'm chasing clouds. That would be the best description I can give you. As if I'm trying to focus too much on it, it disappears before I can. If I don't, I won't have enough information.
All right. Well, that's something at least.
That it is fleeting and it is around the room. So there's that.
Yes.
Color is your component for this spell.
It is a black pearl.
Okay. The pearl, as you hold it up in your vision, and you try and focus on it, and you focus on the spell, you have your spell book next to you, rocks on the ground as well. You finish the incantation, and you place the pearl in the middle of the symbols for the identify spell, and all the chalk lights up like you're lighting a quick cannon fuse, and then focuses on the pearl. The pearl rises higher to about eye level with you, as you are probably, I would imagine, sitting or kneeling on the ground so you could draw on it.
Probably kneeling, yeah.
Okay. As you kind of look up from your kneel, the pearl stops eye level with you, and there's just this outward base goes away from the pearl, and for a moment your eyes light up, and you can look around you in this quick instance. I need you to make a perception check.
Okay. Please.
What were you? I do need this while you do that. I also need to know what was the singular focus of this spell. What were you trying to identify?
I was trying to identify the I was debating either between the change itself, because I already know what the shield around the statues are. Is either going to change itself or the statues themselves. Probably the actual statues though, because I can probably ascertain the change once I know that information.
Okay, so you're focusing on the statue.
Yes.
Okay.
Because these aren't normal statues, obviously.
Okay.
There's a 24.
Ooh, nice. As you look to the statue, you see beyond, for just a moment, the illusion that is there. It's not made of stone. It's made of marble. The same marble material that makes up the entirety of this place you are in. And within it, in a moment, if the two allies of yours could see your jaw drop, it probably would. As within it is this amalgamation mixture of ever constant, ever swirling little green specks of light, constantly moving. And for just that brief moment as a spell, and you are given this flood of information, you almost feel your mind overwhelmed with these voices just crying out in anguish or pain. demanding help.
Do I understand them?
You do. You're not sure if it's through the arcane methods of spell or something, some other link. Something is just pressing its will upon you in this moment of shared connection as you have opened yourself to identify what's happening here. And you can see all around them as your vision is pulled back to that 1,000-yard view. You start with the statue's shape and you move backwards, and you can see now the constant runes surrounding these statues, hidden from normal sight, but plain as day to you. Heavy enchantment, necromantic, constant, interconnecting sigils. Some of them almost appear as they should be broken, but instead they're not. They're fractured by another equation worked into it and expanding it and moving it. And you try and focus on this, but there's just this level of spellcraft is almost nauseating even to you as you pull back and the effects of the identify spell fade.
Can I immediately get into my journal and start writing, like drawing out the ruins I saw specifically?
Absolutely.
He is going to be immediately pull out, like, doesn't even move from his position, takes the journal out from one of his coat pockets, places it on the ground, and immediately starts writing in it out of habit, not knowing if this information would be even possible to maintain once they leave the drinking ground. This is a pure habit for him.
Okay.
Um, he's just going to be mumbling to himself in his native tongue as he is doing this, is trying to figure out what he just saw.
Okay.
And I'll get back to that once everyone has a moment.
Okay. Dracus and Red, as the two of you are kind of waiting and you watch the doctor cast a spell and this happen, you can't see his jaw drop, but you can see other physical reactions. You see his shoulders kind of slump, his hands go slack. His head still held high and aloft as he just seems intensely driven to just stare deeply at this statue. And then his body almost snaps back to life. You see him quickly grab a journal, grab a quill, and just start writing frantically.
Drac is going to kind of like lean down over Red a little bit and just, do you think that's weave feedback?
I could not understand you. Do you think what?
That it's weave feedback, as if like the magic he tried to use just imploded in himself, and he's just like, duh, because of it.
It's possible. We should probably watch him for a little bit. I mean, unless you want to shake him out of it.
No. Do you know what happened last time somebody got into his face? And I don't need to deal with that nonsense.
Well, then all we can do is wait.
He's gonna look around for a minute and just go, what do you think about everything so far? Your thoughts, theories.
My thoughts and theories. The reason why elves are no longer around is they're powering all of their weave tech.
Okay.
I think it has something to do with Riz. They have to contribute souls in some way. Maybe they're in charge of capturing them? I'm not certain. They're transported in those boxes, though, that much I know.
Yeah.
Or at least fairly certain.
That should be left with a dead lie. But this is ridiculous.
I've
Hopefully.
in mind to follow those boxes and destroy them all.
Oh, same here. If I didn't have to worry about getting thrown overboard and trying to see if I could survive within the clouds, I would by all means do that within a heartbeat.
No,
But
please test this theory.
I like to breathe, and I like to have a ship under my feet, and as well as getting on an island every once in a while. So I would rather not do that.
Well, that is entirely up to you.
Let me create some contingencies, and definitely we will manage that.
You can already fly. What are they going to do? Throw you overboard and you fly right back on deck?
He kind of like looks at her for a moment. It's like, they know that I fly, therefore they're going to do everything they can to make sure I fly. Sometimes you have to use a trump card early to make sure people are okay. I wouldn't change that at all.
Probably around this time is when the dog probably finishes drawing the runes, examining them, going through information in his head again, still mumbling in his native tongue. He would stand up, pick the notebook up, and bring it over to the two of you, and just start talking to you. Just trying to get out of his head to get other people's thoughts on it. And then about a minute passes for him talking, and he realizes, wait, it switches back into common.
So for about a minute, two of you just watch as the doctor just rambles in a language neither of you recognize.
He just gets blank nodding from Brad.
Smile
Yes.
away, boys.
Sure.
Smile and wave.
This is why I take this language. But after a minute passes, and he finally realizes, oh, I'm not talking in common. Hold on. Sorry about that. I've never seen.
It's just the feedback. It's completely understandable. No
It's
worries.
not,
Continue.
it's not feedback. It's just I've never seen something so elaborately crafted within the weave before. It's a mixture of high level of enchantment, high level of necromancy. These statues are a amalgamation of just elf soul. It's not just one; it's multiple in per each statue, and the statues are the same. Like he starts pointing to the ground. It's the same material we're standing on. It's not. They're not placed there. They're coming from the floor.
About this time, when he points this out, I will say that you do notice that there's no seam between the bottom of the cloaks and the floor. There's one consistent piece.
I don't think any of us have the methods of arcane, at least, to actually deal with this. However, however, we are in the dream realm. We don't need arcane methods to solve this.
I have two important questions.
Go ahead.
I also have a comment. I'm going to say the comment first. Karasu, get out of my head because I was legit about to ask that question. Number one, why of all creatures just elves? Number two, if this is seamless with everything else, does that mean that we're not just within the dream world, but we're within the dream aspect of those same containers on the ship?
Not exactly. I don't think, at least. Remember where we're at.
That's the reason why I said dream aspect.
We are in the castle of the vampire who turned Eva.
So
This is all
would
his
it be?
creation.
So you're saying he is in control of her right now. But if we figure out a way to deal with him, she's free.
I don't think it's that he's in control of her. I think it's more of he is preventing her from having control. He himself cannot control her yet.
Performing containment.
Yes, I don't. My lore on vampires is limited, but especially this breed of vampires, dream-eating vampires, is very new to me. But the vampires and their thralls, for example, they have a connection to each other. It's not unheard of for a thrall to be more powerful or gain enough power to then break that connection or at least resist that connection. I think that's what Eva's been doing. She's been resisting that connection, but I also don't know if he's been pushing that connection either. So, but either way, what we have learned about this dream realm is we can enforce our own wills into it, at the very least, at least try to manipulate it. Not through means of magic, but just through want and desire, I guess is the word.
So, agreed. I'm going to. I think we need to come up with a plan for that because 3 different avenues are available.
Yeah, exactly.
But the biggest question: why elves of all creatures?
What does the doctor know about the event of the elves disappearing? I know player has a lot of information, but I need to know what doctor knows so I don't overstep my bounds here.
Let's see here. Make a history check,
Okay.
and then I'll give you the commonly known instance, and then based upon that, what else you may know.
Jack would only know the common knowledge, right? Or
That's
would he
correct.
know more? Okay.
Well, I won't play his RP. He rolled a 7. He is so overwhelmed with all this new information, he is not able to recall any
Okay.
extra information he may or may not have.
The commonly known story is that about or from 200 to 250 years ago, when a realm-wide catastrophic event was thrusted into the material plane, it is widely accepted that those who had the ability to do so were able to lift the mountains, lift the islands, lift the ground in large or small sections. You've seen Drakics, you would be able to contest to this as a character. You've seen to where there's just some that are literally just a manor that just float around and they can move.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, as you all know, you come from a giant floating island. There's hills and mountains on that. When it comes to the elven folk, history is recorded as they returned to the Feywild with their own elven magics and elven abilities. They did what is most historically accepted, is they fucked off back to the Feywild because they said, to hell with this realm, see you later.
All right. So based on that, just that information, I don't think there's a stretch at all for the doctor to come up with this theory. Then, this is not and he's going to press this. Well, I have a theory on that, but don't know enough right now to say whether or not it's 100% fact. But from what we've gathered through our walks here in the Dream Realm, with the tendrils, something happened 250 years ago when the elves left. I don't think they made it to the Feywild. Like we all thought they did. I think something caught them, and now they're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we understand is they are what is powering the Weave Tech, or just generally magic in general, and their souls are being used as fuel to keep all of the islands afloat. And this is clearly the dignitaries, they know about this at the very least. Remember, Dragons, we saw them in the dream realm.
Mm-hmm.
They were speaking Elvish, so this is a stretch. They might be half elves, and they're able to dream walk just like we are.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Now, I don't know their goal in attaining more of fuel from what Red you told us what you overheard.
Right.
They are mad they didn't get as much as they wanted. I can't ascertain why that is. Obviously, you don't have that enough information on that, but I don't think it's just Riz that is collecting them. I think when Gada's the one who gave them the box, and when got some people, and when Gada probably know about this, and it's probably not common knowledge given that the captain's job for us, he isn't aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
So probably a very well kept secret that only high practitioners of magic know about, and obviously higher government officials.
Of course.
Likely the source is drying up. That's why they're not able to give as many.
Well, obviously, there's no elves can't reproduce in this state, obviously, and there's only a limited amount of them, anyways.
Right.
I do find it odd that they switched. Well, I guess we won't know the answer to this until we can find someone who does know. But I want to know why they swapped the power sources from elves to elves from whatever they originally used. Because, from my understanding, at least what common knowledge would be, is that it's just magic that holds the islands alive. Why would we be needing souls to fuel it?
Probably burns people out. How many people do you see constantly putting magic in place to keep the islands aloft?
Personally, I've never seen it myself.
Right.
But as I mentioned, the magic binding them is enchantment and necromancy. I have a greater understanding of the necromancy than the enchantment does, but even I haven't seen something like this.
Right.
I think our best bet is to just all three of us focus on one goal and put our combined willpower together to manifest that goal within this realm. I think that is our best bet.
All right.
Question is, what goal should we set for ourselves in this? Obviously, freeing Eva, but I think the manner in which we do so could determine how effective this is. Given that the being who placed her there probably way more experienced in this than we are.
It's likely.
Sounds like a fair option.
I guess the question I'm asking is, do we just try to will Eva free? Or do we try to will Eva bindings loose for her to break out?
I would say try to will her free of the box.
We will her free of the box. I think that is the best option.
All right. Then let's go over here, and I will direct them underneath where Eva's floating above us. And we'll look to dragons. If we're successful, she's probably going to fall. We're going to need to catch her.
He's ready.
And if we are successful, we need to wake up and make sure we get her to wake up too.
Mm-hmm. He's ready. He's ready.
All right. I guess we're going to attempt to all three of us focus on Eva being free of this glass casing around her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need all of you to roll a wisdom check.
I am adding a help dice regardless of what I roll.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So
cool.
am I.
So we each have one. I think we should.
I have a 12.
Red, were you throwing your last help dice on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I did anything.
Doctor, what'd you get?
20 total.
Trackix?
12.
Red?
12. Actually, no, that's wrong. I double clicked that. So the first one was I think it was a 3. So that'll be a 4.
So you rolled a 4 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. As the three of you focus on this singular goal, trying to manifest it into this space using what little you've learned so far about imposing your will upon this place. You push and you push and you feel something push back. Red, you hear this voice. The farthest depths of your consciousness, quiet, but extremely unsettling. As if the weight of the space you were in previous to this was personified and shrunk down into a humanoid form. And its voice rests just inside your ears. Oh, isn't that interesting? Something like you think it can impose its will upon me. Your kind died a long time ago. They should stay that way.
She will think back. Apparently, we didn't all die a long time ago. I'm still here.
For now. And it's the laughter that all of you hear in the back of your minds as you look up and you can see the beginnings of a tear across this glass sarcophagus begin to form before they are mended directly behind the effect.
Drac is going to look over and just go, at least it means we're on the right track.
I have an idea.
Hmm.
What if we try moving her out of this room?
What if we simply tried waking her?
Well, I think that glass is what's preventing that.
No, I mean, not in the real world, in here. Just whatever was done to send us back, send her back that way.
Will her to wake up in her body?
Exactly.
Can I try
That
to
might work.
ascertain how that feeling felt when I was jaunted back to my body, both by the vampire and the the half elven man?
Oh, it was awful.
Now. Yeah.
Drax still is not planning to butcher a man because of that day, regardless of the fact that he actually felt painful, or at least making him go swim in the clouds. You know, just saying. So, Drac is just going to be of the mind to will Eva's body next to them. This way they could keep an eye on her, quote unquote,
Okay.
and then try to ease her weight that way, but not to send her somewhere else where they have to find her in the same situation all over again.
Was there any emotions that accompanied the jolt they gave me, or is it just like is there a feeling of like it didn't feel good to be done to?
It definitely didn't feel good because you felt as if it's weird. Like, you know what it feels like to be lethally threatened. You've faced that morality before when you had to make the choice between your family or you when they came back. Because they did not come back gently nor quietly. You know what it means to be facing down death. This was different. It was like facing down death naked. Something shook you to your core. It didn't stick because you were back in your body and you were able to push it off. You know, okay, I was dreaming. It makes sense. I'm in my physical form now. I have everything I need, my magic, my abilities. I'm good. Solid.
Doctor's going to say this out loud. Just because it's in my head and I need to say it. So, when we were jolted back to our bodies, back to being awake, it's like waking from a nightmare. What's stopping us from tapping into our own nightmares for power in this realm?
Drac is immediately going to look around, kind of like it's very small in here.
That might work though. Don't have to manifest the actual nightmare. We just need to manifest the power it has over us and redirect it, right?
Could we?
It's a theory. I don't know what's the limit in this realm. It's limited possibilities are endless potentially.
He's gonna nod, shrug a little bit. Well, we could definitely try that. And he's going to go like, well, it won't be that hard for me. How about for the two of you?
Mine's fairly recent, so it should be fine with me.
Right.
And for the doctor side of it, he's just gonna focus on the memory and the nightmare dreams he's had almost nightly, and just the dread, the fear that he has felt within it, and just try to let it build up before he directs it out of him. That's how he would, in his head, do this.
I'm just thinking here.
He gave us a dream deal with multiple possibilities for our willpower. I mean, I'm going to break it somehow.
No, I know. I'm just thinking.
Let's break the system. Let's break it.
Give me wisdom check. And then I'm going to ask for it to be disadvantaged due to the nature of what you're trying to do.
Okay. Disadvantage. Come on, double nat 20s.
It is possible.
That's a natural 1 for a 4.
Natural
Wow.
1.
Damn, his nightmares are strong.
To be fair, I'm still in grieving.
Very true. Please hold while I get things ready. Yeah. Okay. So, what happens is, Doctor, as you attempt to reach into that horrific place in your mind, you open the door within your mind to revisit that memory and to assess and impose what you believe to be your recovered and unfractured self, trusting you have the strength required to face it once more. Just as many nightmares do, as it is armed with every little excuse, everything you have within you. This nightmare finds its cracks rapidly. And as you push it out of your body, Drakenson Red, you watch as this translucent black pulse just reverberates around the doctor and echoes outward throughout the realm, going through all of the statues and the walls. And you watch as it passes over the statues. You see the sheen happen once more. But the statues begin to crumble as there is no protective sheen there. And the walls around you begin to crumble. The form of Eva and the glass sarcophagus and the various white chains vanish. As you look, and you can see that space, that purple clouds, haze, and stars just screaming past whatever you're on now, whatever vessel you've been projected onto. It's just moving frantically through this space as the walls, patches of them just fall. They're pulled out and away into whatever torrent storm is beyond this place, this last safe space, bastion of hope. And as that happens, you watch as the various statues all take form and free themselves from the ground. And they face upon the party.
Yay.
We're going to break. When we get back, we'll roll initiative.
All right.
Lovely. Yay.
How about this? A little teaser before we let's pull the combat up, and I'll pull you guys over.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's what you see. That's where we'll go to break. So those of you that have been here for the first half, thank you so very much. We really appreciate it. We're going to go take about a 15-minute break, get some water, and as always, go get some snacks. It's D&D night. It's Wednesday. It's official snack night and snack time. That's what D&D is known for. Dice, Mountain Dew, and pizza. You don't have to go get that, but whatever snacks you have will work. But we'll be back in 15 minutes. Stick around and have a good little break. And welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out while we were on break. You don't need to be seeing that. Let's just drag that off screen. Whoopsies. It's okay. That's why we have quick fixes. Whoopsies. So, before break, everyone was...
We're in danger.
We're in danger. everyone was attempting to free Eva, or at least whatever form her consciousness had been given in this place, this dream realm. As each of you tried your own methods, they were deterred by some quick sheen of green energy, coming to a theory that perhaps you could all focus and manipulate this space to free her. In which you did begin to see a tear forming in the glass-like coffin or sarcophagus that surrounded Eva. But just as quickly as it was made, it was repaired.
Gone.
As the doctor thought to try a new power source to this force of will, he was unable to grasp it. And, excuse me, I got swallowed a bug. Oh, God. My bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Failed that Constitution saving throw because that bug went right for it.
Oh my! Either that or the deck save to get out of the way of the bug.
No, it went straight. It was like, Banzai, I'm out of here. But unable to maintain his grasp on the painful source of his nightmares, the doctor pulled them into this space, twisting the realm around them, removing Eva and the statues from it. And instead, they now found themselves careening through some space that they had been in previously, as the very walls around them were ripped and pulled apart. Patches within this sphere, now as large as 5, 10, 15 feet around, just being ripped off in sections as they just moved through this space. The wind is picking up, and the statues have all turned into some sort of just voidless, nondescript humanoid form. Almost as if they are comprised entirely of varying shades of blacks and grays, still holding features such as a mouth, nose, eyes, hair, clothing, but all of it made in some manner of shadow. Their hands and fingers elongated and into these sharpened points. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Should I roll at disadvantage?
What was that?
Should I roll my disadvantage?
No.
Why do you tell him the things? Why do you say the things? Let him tell you, man.
The shock is enough to get you into at least a combative mind state.
Okay.
Now, where the character is at after the adrenaline dies down, that'll be on you.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
Let's see.
Might need
It's
to talk to you about some
my
details.
fantastic auto initiative is tracking all of this, and it's great. We're not sponsored by them yet, so I'm not going to say who it is. But they're doing a good job. Jeff the Doctors, yours didn't come over. What was your initiative?
14.
Got it. Roll for my creatures. Oh dear. We're going to start. I'm going to minimize that on my screen and just set it aside because I don't need it.
For mechanics' sake, do I still have mage armor up?
When did you last cast it?
I casted it when we initially got wiped by that magic frame thing in the dream thing. Came back, and then when we came back, you said I still have
Rejected
it.
from the stream.
Yeah. So when we came back, I asked if I still had it. You said yes, but I didn't know for how much longer I had.
Right. It lasts for 8 hours.
Yes.
I would say you feel you have a pretty good length of time left on it.
Okay.
Anywhere as you try and you would just know. You feel you have about 2.5 hours left on it.
Okay. Good to know.
Not sure how much time passes waking
Yeah.
versus dreaming. It gets a little
Well, considering
wonky, but you feel
yeah.
you have a solid grasp on the spell still.
Yeah. Considering I cast it while dreaming, and then woke up, I didn't have it on my part, have it active, but went back to sleep and I still had it. So.
No, water's trying to kill me. Shit.
I was about to be like, another bug?
No, water. Excuse me as I die over here.
At least I'm not the only one with natural
Clearly,
ones.
clearly, there's something over that's definitely poisoning him.
Definitely.
Apparently.
That's right. I talked through choking on water.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one rolling natural ones tonight.
Yeah, this is rough. I'll tell you what. Okay, so I just need to do some quick association with myself here because I didn't realize it was going to put in letters, not numbers.
There was 7 enemies on the map.
Okay, got it. All right. So one of them, let's see what we got here. Going to make sure I'm on the right layer. That's probably important.
This is going to be an interesting night.
Yep. One of them is going to rapidly move up to red and attempt to strike her. There's a 14 to hit red.
See? Oh, meet it.
Not me.
She doesn't have her mage armor up yet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get a dice out for this because the original stat block is not what I want. And you take 5 points of just slashing damage.
Okay.
It's the end of its turn. Another one is going to move straight to the closest target, red,
Yay.
and it's going to do the same thing. That's a 7 to hit.
No.
No. So as the first one comes up and just digs its claw through your abdomen, you kind of move back a bit, getting ready, and you see the movement of the other one come in, and you just move back quickly as the claw swipes right past your face.
Mm.
The next one. I'm going to use his entire movement to get up next to the doctor.
Mm.
That's an 8 to hit. I don't think that hits at all.
Nope.
As it comes up, doctor, you just kind of hold your left hand up because you see the attack coming in. It's kind of a weaker attack. And right at the moment of impact, you kind of focus your mage armor on that singular point and you deflect the blow altogether. And number 4. So right next to the doctor, so he's going to strike at you.
Okay.
Oh gosh, guys rolled horrible. 6 to hit.
Nope.
Same thing. Your other hand comes up and you're like guns akimbo almost, arms outstretched as you have deflected the second attack now. Fight or flight has kicked in for the doctor hardcore.
Give it what the nightmares are about. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Chose the fight last time.
One is going to move up, coming straight for you, Dragix.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14 to hit.
No.
You have your shield too, right?
No, I do not have my shield
No, you
on.
put the shield away. You're holding the great axe.
Yep.
So as it comes out, you just take your great axe and you kind of like block it as the 2 claws come just rake straight down, and it digs into like the haft of your great axe, and you eventually wrestle it back just by sheer strength.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got to make a choice. All right. It's going to go for Doctor, even for Dracix. Doctor.
All right.
Can he get a third parry? Ooh, 20 total to hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's gonna hit.
You take 5 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And then the last one is going to go. And it's just going to move straight for Dracix. All of them in a line now, just assailing all of you.
Sounds about right.
That's all right. 23 to hit.
I'll be okay, I think.
Ooh, you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Yay, TPK, let's go.
I'm still standing. I am still standing.
I'm still standing. But, Doctor, it's your turn.
Cool. So that hits that guy and that guy. So I need all 4 of these guys to make me a con save. As I
Conte?
cast Wither and Bloom on the dude right here and send around this dude so he gets all 4 of them. And Drax, you can take the healing.
Oh no. Okay, phew, thank God. 1 succeeded. I rolled a 4, a 6. Get this, 4, 6, 7, 18. Jesus. Okay,
Drax,
so
we'll
say the bottom one saves.
Okay. Drax, you can roll a hit dice, and you also get to add a +5 to it.
And
Okay.
8
Well, feel
necrotic
damage.
damage.
Yes. And it's, I believe
Numbered
it
on y'all's
is-
screen?
It's not.
No.
Okay. So it was the one that's right across from you.
Mhm.
Right, Doctor?
Yeah, right across from me to my right, and then to my left, and then in front of Drakus and Drakus left. So basically,
The ones that are pretty much touching my
Yeah,
square.
this entire
and the
line.
one
That whole
directly.
1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 of them?
Yep, 10-foot radius centered on this individual here. It's 10
Did I
foot
roll
here,
5d20
10
or
foot that way.
4d20? I think I rolled 40-20, didn't I?
I can't see your
Yeah, I
dice.
think
So.
you rolled 4 because you said
Yeah, I said 4,
3,
5,
4,
6, 18.
7.
Let me roll one more.
Yeah.
Fail, natural 1. Okay.
Awesome.
So we'll say the bottom guy is the one that succeeded to help
Yeah,
me with my
he takes
math.
4. Yeah, he takes 4 necrotic damage.
He takes 4. Okay, let me distribute this damage real quick.
Mhm.
I've only got, a million creatures to take care of here.
Yeah, I popped my biggest AoE on you, so.
Next up is 8 was the max, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll remember next time these letters instead of numbers to help correspond with my encounter builder.
Otherwise, a doctor is just going to draw out his dagger, which is basically a scalpel, and that's it.
And... Okay. Apologies, y'all. While I get this damage tracked.
Mm-hmm.
There should be 5 total, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I have all the damage recorded. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it.
But that would end the doctor's turn.
Okay. Dracix, it's your turn.
All right. First of all, I'm going to use my Harness Divine Power in order to get one of my spell slots back.
Okay.
And that'll help me out a little bit at least. Secondly, how many would I be able to get within a cone of 15 feet?
You want to risk one opportunity attack? I'd say you could get the bottom 3 to 4 if you move down 1 square. Or if you want to go from there, because you would run the risk of hitting the doctor, you could hit this one, and this one. It's pretty close. You might hit the doctor, you might not. You can take that gamble if you want.
No, I won't.
No? Okay.
That's fine. I'll hold it for later. Alrighty.
Did you roll your hit die, by the way?
Yes, I did. I got a 7 off of that, plus your
Plus
5.
So 12.
Yeah.
Double checking. Didn't see the roll, so want to make sure.
Yeah, it's because my tablet's being a little bit so what's going to happen is I will this thing will actually work for me now. As I sit here for a moment. Actually. He's going to
OBS is being finicky with me.
all right. We are going to.
You finishing the salad?
There we go. Take that, OBS.
He's going to attack with the Great Axe on the one directly next to him.
Okay.
Which is a 14 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Perfect. 11 damage.
That creature is rendered into nothingness.
Perfect. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Red, your turn.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So, well, I suppose her action this turn is mage armor.
Okay.
Which gives her blah, blah, blah. 17. And then bonus action will be wreathed in flames.
Okay.
And that's it.
End your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Top of initiative. Creature right across from you is going to attempt to strike you.
Who, me?
Red.
Cool.
Cool. 6 to hit. Ugh.
Nope.
End of his turn. This creature here is actually going to move here to get a better angle on you in its mind, and it is going to try and attack you. With a 7 to hit.
No.
Doctor, the one straight across from you, is going to use Watch as its claw. After you parried it once, it rears around and tries to come with like a haymaker claw strike.
All right.
19 to hit.
That's gonna hit even with shield.
Okay. That is 7 points of slashing damage.
Heartbeat sound.
Heartbeat
Legend of
sound.
Zelda.
Blink, 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 blink,
Yep.
blink, blink. One of the a little more translucent and damage appearing creatures is going to strike out. And he's stuck in between the two of you, so we're going to roll a dice, see who he attacks. He attacks red.
Bring it.
23 to hit.
Yeah, and he takes 4 fire damage.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
He takes 4 points of fire damage.
That's correct.
All right. Let's see, into his turn. Next one is... Really wish I would have used letters, but it's okay. One across from Drakix, who's dead. I forgot to drop him off. My bad. Let's just put a little symbol over him. Skip him. This would be this one. He's in between Doctor and Drakix. See who he attacks. Doctor.
All right.
A lot of odds today.
I'm an odd fellow.
20 to hit.
That's gonna hit too.
Okay.
Don't bother rolling damage then, because that's the down.
You're down? Okay.
I had 1 HP.
Red and Drakix, you watch as this creature who the doctor just parried one of the claws, the other claw comes in and jabs him in the abdomen, actually lifts him off the ground by an inch or two before just shoving him off of it and turning to face you, Drakix, and you watch as the body, the unconscious form of the doctor, just thud hits the ground.
Hey.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
And then the one just below you, Drakix, is going to take an attack at you. There it is, natural 20. Yes. I mean, oh
Son
no.
of-
Oh no, a natural 20.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, I used my reaction. Never mind.
Did you use your, oh yeah, you did use your reaction.
Mm-hmm. With fire damage.
Hold on 1 minute.
Okay.
Do I have any reaction? Not any that'll help me.
Okay, you take 10 points of slashing damage.
There goes half of the damn healing that God gave me.
Hey, imagine if I didn't give it to you, you'd be
You'd
dead.
be
I
under
know,
right now.
I know, I would. I definitely would be under right now.
That's the end of that creature's
it
turn.
It was better to give it to you than give it to myself.
Okay, it is the doctor's turn. Let me grab a d20.
Can I roll a d20? Because you've been rolling shit tonight, dude.
Nope, I rolled death saving throws. And I'm going to make sure I get some nice desk space so you can hear it hit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I hear it spin on the table. I don't hear it like thud. He's just like, wee!
Okay, I'm just going to keep track of this on my own.
Drakix, it's your turn.
Okay. First things first.
You don't know what it was. You don't know if it was a fail or success.
I feel like I can judge your reaction pretty well. Not typing it into Twitch chat, though, just the other chat.
I don't. That would help, but I will leave it alone for now. Okay. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, on the bottom one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to slash at him with my great axe.
Okay, roll to hit.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Mm.
That is 8 total damage.
This one also dissipates.
And with that, he no, he's gonna stay where he is right now.
Okay.
That'll be the end of his turn.
Red, it's your turn.
Let's see. She is melee, so can't really do any rangey stuff. She has another. No, she's gonna save that. She is going to use the dagger of the phoenix that she
Okay,
attuned to, for lack of better words.
got you.
The one right in front of her, that's a 13.
That hits.
It's 5 damage.
Okay. As you stab into this creature, you kind of stab and forcefully move out to the side, and you watch as this just huge splatter of just this like black viscera just goes outward from the creature, and you can see its form beginning to kind of struggling to maintain its hold here.
Okay. No, I don't think she can do anything else. That's it.
Okay. Top of initiative. One of our across from you is going to retaliate. Red. But misses with an 11. As you have the dagger out, you can see its form trying to hold on. And as it strikes at you, it just passes through you harmlessly, unable to fully manifest its will and its ability to harm you in the moment of impact.
Okay.
But the one above
Nice.
you is now going to strike you.
Thanks.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Take 4 points of slashing damage.
You're still up, right?
I
You're still
am.
good, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The one that was next to the doctor is, see who he goes after. Drakix. We'll move there into that space. But not with an 11. As you are watching, you dispose one of them. You don't even move. You don't turn. Whatever oath you know you've made with the entity within the storm and the clouds, you feel its protection upon you. And you just feel the impact against your shield of faith as this quick flash of lightning and a very soft roar of thunder deflects the blow. That's right. That's my oath. That's my oath.
Yeah.
Red, the one just below you is going to attack you. Of course it is. The 16 to hit?
No.
Mage armor saves you as you
Yep.
are kind of like trying to understand how the previous hack just went through you. You look to your left. You just raise up your arm to block, and much as you saw the doctor do it, you're like, I can do that too. And you focus, and for a moment, there's like this spectral, arcane, full plate armor and gauntlet over your left arm as you hold it up, and the claw hits it, and it's just deflected off.
Okay.
I love mage armor, and I love describing it so much. Oh, that creature's fucking dead. Next.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This one here, Drackix, is going to attack you
Mm-hmm.
for a 21 to hit. Does that hit?
Okay. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, jeez.
You take 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh, just 7. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still standing.
But that one's dead. Doctor, it is your turn. Just saving throw. And
Okay.
Drackix, it's your turn.
Yes. I'm going to stand. I'm going to. Why can't I move my? All right, whatever. I'm gonna move one over to my left.
Do you not have control of it?
No.
Oh, you gotta be
I'll
kidding.
give me
Oh my
control.
gosh, no. Boop.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Boop.
It's fine.
Now you
It's
do.
fine. Move me over. What? There it goes. I'm gonna stand here on top of the dead body.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. I can actually remove those for you. Let me get them out of here.
I know. I'm going to. 15 feet. 1, 2, 3. Which means I'm gonna catch these two here. But I'm gonna be kind of aiming it a little, just to make sure of the fact that these two are within range of my breath attack. But it's gonna be more aimed in this general direction, so that way it doesn't hit Red or Doctor.
Okay. So you want to hit the two that are in a line in front of you.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the saving throw on that?
And I need a Dexter, a 12.
And the one closest to you does not succeed, but the one farthest from you does.
So these will take 5 points of force.
And then is it halved if they made it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oof. Even though it dodged it, the one in the back looking pretty rough.
Fine. It's okay. I'm trying to do what I can, take out as many as possible before I go out.
Right?
Ready, it's your turn.
Cool. Which one of the ones in front of me looks the worst? The one that like barely has any.
The worst?
Yeah.
The one that's just south of you.
Okay, so that's the one that she's going to hit with her dagger.
Okay, we'll hit.
That'd be
God.
an 8.
Not hit.
Cool.
Neat.
Neat. She doesn't even have any bonus action spells. Yep, we're good. That's it. That's all she can
Okay.
do.
Across from you, Red, it's going to swipe out at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to miss. And once again, its claw comes in, and you're ready to try and brace for the hit, and it just goes right through you. As you see, its form is definitely like twitching, barely holding into wherever the space is.
Mm-hmm.
The one above you, Red, is going to take a swipe at you.
Mhm.
21 to hit.
Yep. Takes 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. You take 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You said 4?
Yep.
Got it. Let's see. This one here, Dracix, is going to take a swipe at you.
Okay.
Does not hit. As it comes in for the swipe, you kind of knock it aside with the bottom half of your great axe. Like you see the attack coming in, and you just no, knock it aside. Which one is this? The one here, Red, is going to take a swipe at you.
Cool.
Does not hit with a 14, I believe.
Nope.
And yet, for the first time off of this one, you notice its claw attack come at you, and you feel a bit of resistance, but you don't feel any pain. You can tell it's also barely hanging into this space. Whatever realm you're in, it seems to be slowly getting dragged or dissipated back to where it originated from. That one's dead. That is one right next to Dracix, right above him. It's going to take a strike at you.
Uh-huh.
For a 22 to hit.
And everybody, the bad news. I am down.
You go down.
I had 1 health point left.
Okay.
Well. Hi.
Well, the next one's dead. Now the doctor's turn. And it is now also Dracic's turn. Make another tally bar for him. Oh, excuse me. Red. 2 of your allies have gone down.
Yeah.
You see there are a few creatures still standing. What do you do? It's your turn.
2 creatures still standing. They're both within 5 feet of me. Yeah.
There's 3 surrounding you.
Oh, cool. Excellent. 3 surrounding me. Okay. Can I angle burning hands in such a way as to catch either 2 or 3 of them? It is a 15-foot cone.
It is a 15-foot cone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you're out of sorcery points.
Let me check. I don't think I am. No, I got 2 left.
I will say there is a way for you to make it happen, but you'll have to do some thinking.
Oh, great. Okay.
Because in order to make it happen, you're going to have to risk an opportunity attack or think about what resources you have available to you. What was your meta magics?
Subtle and twinned.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, I don't.
You will need
Avoided.
to. I thought you took quickened. My mistake.
Nope.
In order to make that happen, you're probably going to have to take the opportunity attack. You can definitely get 2. Definitely get 2.
I'll take the opportunity attack so that I can get all 3 of them.
Okay. Where are you moving to?
The place that lets me do that.
The place that lets you do that.
I would have to take 2 opportunity attacks though, wouldn't I, in order to move?
You would have to take 2, yeah, because you need to move back and
Yeah.
diagonal by 1 at least.
Yeah.
You can definitely get the 2 in front of you for certain. Actually, let me check something here. Ruler. $15-foot cone, right?
Yeah. You know, if I could slide a square up 1, no, because that would still.
Roll me a spellcasting check.
Okay. Spellcasting check. Spell modifier is 4. Okay.
You got this. You can do this.
Got a nat 20.
I will say you are able to quickly figure out exactly how you need to angle this spell to, without moving, hit this one. Come on, come back. Oh, there we go. This one, and this one.
Okay, cool. She's gonna do that then.
Okay, let me grab 3d20 real quick. What's your spellcasting DC? Never mind.
Yeah.
That was all single digits.
Wow, cool.
I rolled
Excellent.
I literally rolled 6, 8, 9.
Nice.
Cool.
And I don't think their dex bonuses. No. Roll your damage.
Okay. They each take 12.
You say 12?
Yeah.
So that would be
dead, and dead. Or would that be dead, deader, and deadest? And I already hear somebody's coming from my head because of that.
fair enough. You quickly have reduced the threats around you.
Excellent. Okay, and then she's going. There's only 2 left, yeah?
2 left.
Oh, they're going to be able to flank her even if she. Wait, no, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Cool. So she's going to move, just circle around this dude to the back.
Okay, so after you release the burning hands, you just quickly dodge all the way around and loop around this guy like a bar fight. You just go around this backside of him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go around the backside of him, kind of line the other 2 up. Yep, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. The one you just swirled around is going to take an attack at you.
Okay.
It decides to send it over. There it is. 15.
Nope.
Ooh, miss.
Yep.
Nice.
The one next, the only one left.
Yeah.
It's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. It's not a smart. It's not. Actually, what's their intelligence? Let's double check this here. Yeah, no, hell no, it's not fucking smart enough. No, it's just gonna get close. Does not have the wherewithal required to be a combat effective. So it just rushes right at you and is going to attack you. For wow, really? A 15 again?
Nope, nothing. Nada.
Okay.
Cool.
Go to
Now we know. Really, red is the tank of the party.
Doctor's turn. Then we go to Drakic's turn. And we come to Red's turn.
Guess who has one more use of burning
Of burning hands, you?
Yes.
All right, what do you got?
She's angling it to hit him.
Okay.
Save DC is a 14.
I got 2d20. What the fuck? 4 and a 9 with their
Yes!
impressive bonus does not make it. Roll your damage, please.
Oh yeah. Okay, they each take.
Do remind you, one of these creatures have been untouched.
Oh, well, that's fine. They each take 8.
Okay. Both creatures are still standing.
Oh no! Wait. Can I?
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
I'm seeing if my charisma bonus thing with a sorcery point will add to this, but I'm not sure it will. So I'm looking up the little feat thing.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, while in Wreath of the Phoenix, any fire spells I cast bypass all resistances.
Got it.
Additionally, for spells that you cast that deal fire damage, you may spend 1 sorcery point to deal additional damage based on your charisma modifier. So I'm going to be dealing additional damage to each of them of 4 fire damage.
Okay, 4 fire damage.
Correct.
That is just enough. One of them dissipates.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
There's one
Nicely
more in
done.
front of you.
Okay. I don't think. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay.
Aside
That
from
one
reaching.
remaining creature is going to make an attack against you.
Oh god, miss.
It sent it over. 18.
Oh, that barely hits.
Okay.
It's gonna take 4 fire damage.
It's going to take 4 fire damage.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that's so hard. But you both you go down at the same time from this.
I know.
You take 4 points of slashing damage
Oh, I'm down.
as you watch this burst of flame immolates and destroys this creature.
Oh no.
Your consciousness fades.
Eye for an eye.
Dead.
And now we see what the dice has in store for the party.
Oh. Dead.
Doctor's turn. Drakix. Ed. Just gonna keep rolling. I ain't gonna say anything. Oh shit, there it is. Drakix. As the darkness and the heat of battle, as you felt that last claw just go right for the throat, you fall and hit the ground. And you immediately wake back up in a different space. You're aboard your captain's ship, Stardust. But it's not the painful memory you know. It's a calm day. As far as you can see, there's nothing but the calm cloud ocean. No erupting spires, nothing crazy, no storms. Just open winds, smooth sailing. And you look out over the bow of the ship. You can see a humanoid shape standing there. It's back to you. Broad shoulders. Wearing simple clothing, mostly whites and golds. Has this tussle of dark white hair, probably down to its shoulders.
He's gonna walk up and stand next to him.
As you do, it's this feeling comes over you like you're standing next to an old friend, someone you've known since as long as you have memory. The voice comes, but not from the person. It just seems to emanate and reverberate in the entirety of this space. Seems you took this oath well.
Yes. Yes, I did. And I will continue to take it till the end of my own personal storm.
Have you found your calm?
With the group I had, I did.
Do you wish to sail onward then?
I wish to go back and help them.
And you begin to feel this searing pain right in the side of your neck as you notice this humanoid's hand has wrapped around your neck, and you can see out of the corners of your eyes just arcs of lightning coming out of wherever it's grabbing you. And then you wake up back on the ground.
He's going to get up, and the first thing he's going to do is check over the two of them.
Who do you check first?
Probably Doc because he's closer.
Okay. What do you do?
Feel for a pulse.
Make a medicine check.
Just everything with a damn flat 0. Yeah! Come on, dice. Do me well. Come on. That's a nat 20.
Oh no.
Very nice. With that, you quickly just start. Doctor, do you keep your bag on you?
Yes, usually it's around my waist, like
Okay.
a shoulder strap.
You don't feel a pulse. And you rip the mask off. And you quickly start digging through his pockets and his items. And you find bandages. And you just start tearing off the clothes of the doctor to where the chest wound is, where you saw that single claw go right in down to the wrist. And you push and you wrap on the wound.
Should I add one thing to that description?
Go ahead.
When you rip out the shirt to get to the chest wound, you'll see around his neck he has a necklace, and on the necklace there are 2 wedding rings.
He's going to, with one claw, gently move those the actual necklace away because Brandon, you can tell me the fact if this doesn't work with the nat 20.
Go ahead.
As depending on like how deep the wound is, because he's been at sea long enough, he's probably helped some doctors, some of the actual crewmates get back, and feeling the residual lightning still. Would he be able to at least attempt to use that to as a makeshift defibrillator?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. As you get the wound bandage and you try and check for a pulse, you don't feel anything. You don't feel breath. And you just say, no, not yet. And you place your huge dragonborn hands and claws on the chest of the doctor, and you reach out to that connection you have with the storm, and whatever deity you've made your oath with. You feel that pain in your throat, in the side of your neck, and you push it into the doctor, and there's a doctor.
Yes.
You wake up after a simple afternoon nap. A book open on your chest. You look across the view, you can see your house. You're just not far from it. You can see your wife, probably picking flowers from the garden. See your child playing. You found peace. You found comfort.
Wow, I'm an asshole.
I have to ask you, would the doctor want to return?
Fuck. I'm 50-50 on this in the doctor's mind.
Okay.
There are two reasons. He obviously wants to stay because of the family, but doesn't want to stay because the thing that took his family in the first place is still not fixed. So I gotta decide what's stronger here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna die out.
You gonna roll it?
I'm gonna roll it.
Okay.
Get my lucky green die out. Let's see what happens. Okay.
What happens?
That was a 20.
Oh,
What's that mean, though?
It means his drive to rid the world of the disease is strong enough to will him back in his mind. If it was below a 10, I was going to stay.
Okay. Red.
yeah.
And you are able to somewhat stabilize yourself through whatever natural abilities you have.
Hmm.
You are technically at like a half a HP.
Okay.
Because you didn't get a natural 20, but you did come back and stabilize. And for the purposes of this roleplay moment, I'm going to say you have enough vitality to at least be conscious. And as you come around and you look over, you can see as Dracax is wrapping the wound. He looks frantic, panicked. The doctor's shirt is ripped open. The mask is thrown aside. And you watch as Dracax just says, "Not yet." And you see... What's your passive perception?
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
As you look across, you can see this little yellow, golden, almost like a lightning bolt scarred into his neck. You watch as it flashes, and this quick jolt of lightning hits the doctor, and he comes back.
The moment that he comes back, he's immediately turning to red, and he's like about to go over and check on her.
You can see as you get over to her, she's like I said, she's at half HP.
Her eyes are fluttering. They're doing that. I think I'm kind of here, but
Yeah,
I'm not here.
Exactly.
He's just like, the moment he's about to touch her, he's like, oh, okay,
I'm all right.
you're still perfect, good. And you just see him kind of like tenderly touch at his neck, like exactly where the scar is, and he feels the tingles. He's like, ah, I didn't lose another. Okay. Oh, but that was fucking painful.
You'll have to do far more than that to lose me.
Yeah, let's not tempt how much rope I have for that one. He's gonna look over to the doctor and like, and how are you?
The doctor just sits there for a moment, just breathing. The
tingles will go away. The spasms may go away eventually. Sorry.
He looks down and sees that his shirt's ripped off, and then he immediately looks for the necklace.
It's still on you.
Yeah.
You just feel it was like shifted aside. Like you have like when you sleep with one on and like the pendant goes all the way around your back. So like where I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, he's just gonna lay there. Doesn't want to move. He's gonna look at Drax holding the pendant in his left, and the two rings in his left hand clutched. Been better.
Let's not try that again. I don't think I could deal with anything else. Ow.
You know, we didn't do that on purpose, right?
Oh, I know we didn't do it on purpose, but I prefer if we say that we tried it, but we don't try it again. I don't know. Apparently, I may be a part cat somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I'm kind of in my lower life count at this point.
Right.
You took out the others, didn't you? He kind of like looks over, just like, wait a minute. I know I took
You
out.
could
like,
just see there's like burn marks in the
two.
ground all around red, just scorched earth.
He just hold the hands up for a high five. That's it. He's just like, you know what? Perfect. I got no problem.
Well, once I didn't have to worry about collateral damage, everything worked out fine.
Jesus.
He goes like, he's about to say something. He's just like, I could have too, but I was too close to him.
Right.
I didn't want to launch him off of anything. Nope. By all means. If anything, I've already been burned once. I completely understand how they feel now. Oh. And he's so like gingerly touching the scar without actually. He's just like, it's a conscious type of thing. He's just like, my neck hurts, but it's really just like, how the fuck am I alive right now? Clearly, this is like a really deep wound. I should not be here.
That's what natural 20 gets you on a death saving throw.
He's like, okay. What is our next course of action? Because even for a dream, I'm exhausted right now.
Aren't we still in the room with
Oh, yeah.
Eva's thing there?
Well, no, you're in the room, but it no longer seems to be moving frantically through whatever space it was careening across. Statues are gone. Eva is gone. And you get the sense that wherever you are, it has become so far detached and removed, you're nowhere near where you once were. Even the stonework has changed to just be a very boring, nondescript, grayish color. But with that, good end night session.
Oh, nice.
It is 8:56. It's a good place to drop it off. We will pick up next week. And I'm excited. You guys did great.
Oh, thank you.
That was a fun combat, wasn't it?
It was.
Nobody died.
I got
the way.
one turn.
Almost.
Oh, that was good. Well,
Good.
to all of you who are here watching, we thank you all so very much for hanging out. Hopefully we told you a fantastic story today, and you'll want to come back to hear more. Also, don't forget, we also have a Sunday night table to where myself and David get to be players in a world close to what you're used to seeing here in this day and age, but a lot of magic woven into its history. So to see how that story unfolds, check us out Sundays at, I believe it would be 5 Central Standard Time.
5 Central, 6 Eastern,
That's correct.
3 Pacific.
Yes. Thank you. But until then, have a great one. Stay safe and have fun. Eat snacks. That's all I gotta say. Have fun. Eat snacks. Roll dice. Eat snacks. There's our closing phrase. Go roll dice.
Oh,
And eat
yeah.
snacks. Good night, everybody.
Yep.